All of you keep silence. Please don't talk. At least for 15 minutes, please be silent. मोबाइल को थोड़ा साइलेंट मोड में ले आओ.
Hello, 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 hello. A very good evening. So as day one is almost halfway and we all are thoroughly into the competition, I'm sure a few motivational words would surely keep your spirits up through the competition. Dear participants, we have with us today our esteemed Chief Mentor, Sir, Dr. B.B.Panigrahi. He is the Chief Mentor of Trident Group of Institutions, under whose leadership our institution has flourished the way it stands today. His bold decisions have given incredible flight to our institution. As a leader par excellence, Sir has a clear vision of future and articulates it in a way that inspires everyone. This is an occasion where you get a chance to listen to his wise words and his insightful ideas. Sir, I'd request you to address the gathering. Sir, please come up on stage.
Thank you. Good evening to all of you, dear participants. I'm speaking to you on ground floor as well as to your friends on the top floor, because what I speak, they also see and hear, right? So I'm addressing 45 participant teams of our Trithon version 6. This is our 6th year of such hackathons. Now I'm here, I've been asked to motivate you. I need not motivate you. When in the morning I was going around, I see all of you were at the highest level of motivation. So I should not say that this is a motivating talk. It's an interaction, short interaction before you start your next coding, right? First I must introduce myself. I am a man 70 years young, and my background is, I'm basically a physicist, solid state physicist, and my doctorate is in business administration. This is my qualification. But my exposure, and you can call it experience, has been in Indian civil service. So I had spent 2 years in a PSU called Hindustan Copper Limited. It has its headquarters in Calcutta and some mines around the country, 2 years there, before I joined the civil service, where I spent 35 years. So 37 years with the government, retired officially in 2014, 10 years, 11 years back. But I'm associated with the institution for almost last 25 years, 20 years with the engineering college, and maybe about 30 years with MCA and other courses that Trident Group had earlier. So, from my background, I'll speak to you. I'm not an engineer, much less a computer scientist. And in our times, we never knew what hackathon was. So I first came to know about hackathon through my children. All three of my children, they chose computer science as their career. And unfortunately for me, they are outside India, all of them, all three of them. The youngest one, the elder two, they studied in India. The youngest one did his BS from Georgia Tech, Atlanta in US, and he did very well. Then he joined Apple at Cupertino. Now, why I am focusing on the youngest one, he is slightly elder, slightly older than what you people are. He's about 25 now, although I am 70. My first two children, they are in 40s. So maybe 42, 41, 40, like that, two children. One of them, the eldest one, at the age of 38, he retired because he was working for Indian IT company. Then he joined an American startup, 3-member team, built a core engine. Like 6 of you were sitting, 3 of them were sitting in a house in Bangalore, and they were building a core engine. They took about 1.5 to 2 years to build that. The name is Sprinkler Inc., Sprinkler Incorporated. It got listed in NASDAQ and NYSE both, and these kids got hefty stock options, which they sold, and they retired. So my first son is retired, and now he is an investor. He is an angel investor in startups. He spots young talents and invests in them. My second son, he was also in computer science. He joined NIT Rourkela, topped his batch in computer science, then did his management in IIM Calcutta, MBA, and again after serving for about 6-7 years, he joined another 1-year course in an European management institution called IMD, that is at Lausanne, Switzerland, and he is working there in Switzerland. He is no more in computer science. He is into management. And I told you about the youngest kid. I have seen my young kid participating in these hackathons in US. And their hackathons are usually 36 hours long, and these people do not get tired even when they are in the college. They sit like you, they enjoy, they go out, they enjoy the mahol, the environment. Why do they do it? The culture started from US, hackathon. Hackathon is almost, you can say, a hacking marathon. Hackathon, it's a marathon. So your coding should take more than 24 hours, 24 or 36 hours at a stretch. Second, it is a teamwork, right? And hacking here is not negative. Hacking means, all of you know, since you are participating here, it is a deep dive programming, computer programming. So you do deep dive computer programming over a long stretch of time in a team sitting together. You won't get up. Or if you get up, you just go and have small rest and come back again. So this is the kind of test of your endurance, number 1. Your curiosity, number 2. Then how much you have assimilated so far, how much you can put into action, and finally, whether you are able to hit a solution halfway, 3/4 of the way of the problem that you have adopted for yourself under this theme. This theme has been chosen by me personally, right? Because I am a sustainability enthusiast, and I want to see what are the solutions coming up for technological intervention for all aspects of sustainability. Because with technology only, they are going to manage the wrong impacts which technology has created. For example, energy was being sourced from thermal sources. Thermal sources means carbon dioxide. A lot of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere means global warming. Global warming means climate change. Climate change impact means untimely rains, heavy rains in deserts, and minus 60 degrees Celsius in places which never saw below 10 degrees. All sorts of things are happening globally. So there is a definite danger to Mother Earth going forward. But the maximum money was coming from America for implementation of Paris Protocol 2015. Now present president is withdrawing the money. So there will be conflict. There will be some slowing down of technological intervention, because energy we are going to replace to nuclear energy or solar energy or wind energy, all sorts of energy which do not produce coal. So you have to find solutions which will save the earth from continuous destruction for profiteers, because people want development, people want bottom line in the balance sheet to grow, heavy money in terms of profit, they want it. But they have forgotten at what cost. What cost to the civil society, what cost to humanity in the medium term, let's say 30, 50 years, in the long term for the next generation. What are we going to leave behind for our next generation is the cause of trouble. So how do you solve, applying this techno intervention, how do you solve the problems which our posterity, that next generation, will be saved from? So this is motamoti, this is the theme. And the entire world is working on it. Personally, at the age of 60, 65, 70, I cannot obviously attend institutions, but I am a constant learner, right? Some of you, if you have interest, you can see my LinkedIn. I have been learning, and since I can afford now, I am paying a lot of money for small executive development courses of the best universities of the world. So my LinkedIn shows that I have completed Harvard, I have completed Stanford, I have completed MIT, I have completed Cambridge, I have completed Oxford. So combining my exposure and knowledge from whatever I have done so far, I'm a keen enthusiast of sustainability. And I'm a very keen enthusiast of Stanford Energy Center, which is going to solve a lot of problems for posterity. So that is why this was designed, and I think you will be enjoying it when you finally solve your problems. You have been shortlisted from 300 plus, maybe 350? 357 teams had made their entries for this. Imagine the interest, the enthusiasm, and 45 teams have been shortlisted from this lot. That means you are the brightest and your ideas are good. So your problem that you have adopted must be brilliant. The only thing is, how are you solving the problems? Now the jury members who are evaluating you people, they are also very good at their own job. We have not introduced the jury members to you so far. We will introduce them tomorrow. They will all be present. We'll introduce them tomorrow to know who have evaluated you in all 3 rounds. One round is probably over. Second round will come right now after this. Third round will be tomorrow. The jury will be giving you some other tasks after verifying this, and finally we'll judge you tomorrow. Right? Now, this is what I wanted to say. Endurance. You will need it a lot when you go for your career. Right? Facing challenges. You will need it a lot when you go to your career. Whether you go for a job or you go for your own startup or you go for higher studies, these are the tests of resilience. So unless you become resilient in your career, you will not go higher up. Resilience if you know the word, is the key. Whether in your learning, whether in your application of technology that you know, everywhere, resilience, resilience, and resilience, right? That includes all the qualities that are needed in hackathon. So you are not being judged only on your output that finally will come. You are being judged on a lot of parameters. So finally the results will be declared tomorrow. I should not say prizes are lucrative because teams do not participate in hackathon for prizes, right? Even then, I think our first prize, we have kept some 30,000 rupees and second 20, and there are some special prizes. Or there is a third prize also? Okay, whatever. I would not know the details. That they will tell you tomorrow, maybe tomorrow morning. Last year, we attempted something innovative. So while conducting hackathon, we converted it to Trithon triplet. Triplet means we had 3 different kinds of hackathons simultaneously. One was the general hackathon like this. One was a hackathon based only on emerging or contemporary high technology. And the other one was exclusively meant for ladies. But this time again, we have come back because so many teams participated, we could not handle. So it's very difficult for us to handle 3 times this size. So this size is okay because we are handling 45 teams. But then 3 times this type was difficult. So we have corrected ourselves. We will improve the quality of this general hackathon in future years. I'll tell you something, some of our teams also, Trident teams, may be present here and maybe on the top floor as well. Others will be happy to know that this time we are an affiliated college. We are not yet a university. We have not gone for a university, although we are 20 years old, right? We'll think in future. But under B.B.Panigrahi University of Technology, that is the Technology University of Odisha, we are one of the colleges, one of the 100 colleges affiliated. Now, B.B.Panigrahi University this time conducted a similar hackathon. They conducted on 8 different themes. And for each theme, they kept some prize money. 30 and 20 probably. They kept the same prize money. Total prize money at stake was 4 lakhs. We entered some theme, how many teams initially? No, initially. Okay, initially about 13 teams applied. Final round, grand finale, 7 teams participated, and 6 teams, they had either first or second prize in the track they had participated. So total out of 16 prizes, thank you, out of 16 prizes, that means 2 prizes per track, 16 prizes, our team bagged 6 prizes. So the authorities were surprised there that what are you doing so that 6 of your teams we are calling on the stage and awarding first or second. We are not doing much. We are conducting hackathons. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your enriching address. Save the earth for the next generation, innovate, invent, and save. That's sir's message. And you said it's not a motivational talk. I think the journey you shared about your life and experience, it's itself very, very motivating. Thank you, sir.